All right, we should be back. We should be back. Everything looks to be stable now, so maybe it was just a simple restart the router and we're good to go. Ran some speed tests. All the speeds look good. Looks like everything's fine there. So for those of you that were with me a moment ago, we're back. We're going to jump back over to our sealed event. Taking a look at our sealed deck, which was what we were in the middle of, was building a sealed deck. I am looking for more instants and sorceries here, so I'm actually just going to sort by instant and sorcery. And then we can kind of look at what we have available to us. Creatures our opponent control can't block this turn. Might be good for just, you know, a game-winning swing. Having a single counter spell could be pretty good. Being able to shuffle some cards back into our library could be pretty good. So I kind of like the hand hate card here. 3 mana, just, you know, take their best thing, but we do have Thought Erasure for 2 mana, so that could be good as well. And you're back. There we go. Does everything look smoother now to you guys? Like I'm showing that we're a lot more stable than we were before here on my readings. So hopefully everything's good for you guys. And thanks for letting me know that stream was down and you know, giving me that heads up to check. I would have just kept going. Yeah, I assume Thought Erasure is going to be really, really good. Looks like we are in Dimir again. The first time we tried this, we were in Dimir and we were having some problems. So, but yeah, we should be back up and running. Everything should be good from here. These are the only instants and sorceries we have. So, unfortunately, we just didn't hit a ton of great instants and sorceries, other than like the best ones you could possibly get in our colors, like, you know, Notion Ring, Thought Erasure, that sort of thing. So Lazav will probably be really, really good. I can imagine it now that we turn Lazav into a Dimir Spybug, start surveilling, and then once we start surveilling, we get some +1/+1 counters on Lazav, and then we can turn Lazav into something else later that will continue to have +1/+1 counters on it. So could be good. No, we do not have any great removal. Because of the lack of removal, it did increase my my want for Sure Strike and for Darkblade Agent. So we may end up having to use Darkblade Agent, you know, as removal. However, we don't have a ton of instant speed things, or instant speed ways to surveil. We do have our House Guild Mage, which we can do some shenanigans and things with that. But Devious Cover Up, it's good in pairs. Okay. Because you can put it back into your library, you do another one, you can put it back into your library, that sort of thing. It seems good. So yeah, no real removal. We've got some hate cards, things like that. As far as the you know, the deck looks, we're really heavy on 3 drops, which is definitely making me want to stick with the 17 lands and not go below 17 lands. In our 4-drop slot, though, you know, that's where, you know, our bigger creatures are going to come from. I'm a little bit worried about our mana base, which I am happy for the lockets, because they're going to be handy for that. So what other color fixing do we have? We've got Silent Dart, that doesn't fix color. We've got Golgari Locket, which would technically help us produce some black mana if we wanted to. Boros for additional red. Both of these could be used if we wanted to, but right now I think that I just want the Izzet Locket, and I don't think that I would want to go to 4 lockets. But the Boros Locket could be handy. I don't think that it would make me want to go into another color or something like that. I don't think I want to go 4 colors. Thousand Year Storm originally looked like it was going to be good. I don't think it's going to fit in this deck because we just didn't hit you know, as many instants and sorceries as I would have liked. But our deck does have plenty of instants and sorceries. We do have 11 of them. Remember, 3 of our non-creature spells, because we also have an enchantment in Disinformation Campaign. So I mean, the deck kind of came together. I'm a little bit worried about some of our double red spells, things like that. But the deck kind of came together. I think this is about the best I'm going to be able to get out of these pulls. Now, there might be some argument to just saying, hey, you know, forget it all and just kind of go with, you know, like green or something like that. But I don't really think so. So, hopefully just our mana fixing with our Gateway Plazas and our Dimir Guild Gates will be enough. It makes me want to actually -1 Swamp and +1 Mountain. But we do have a ton of black, so I don't know if I want to do that either. So for now, I'm going to run it like this, and we'll see how it goes. So that's our deck, guys. What do you think? What'd you miss? You missed me having to restart my router, the game going down, and bringing all of that back up. So Dimir Spybug does seem insane. It also seems like there's some decent tricks you can do there with Dimir Spybug and the Dimir Guild Mage, House Guild Mage. So, you know, that seems good. So, insert bad word for poo. We back. Oh, snap. Alright, guys. So, remember, any win is profit, 3 packs, and 200 gems. And the further, or the more wins we get, the closer we get to just being able to get additional sealed events, additional drafts, things like that. I am going to be doing a draft with Guilds of Ravnica now that Guilds of Ravnica drafts are back. So here we go. Game 1. Wish us luck. Here we go. Oh, Jace versus Sarkin. It's up if you want to watch later. Alright. So we can't play this on turn 1, but this doesn't look bad. I'm going to keep, and then we can just kind of take it from here, I guess. I mean, we don't have any real... I mean, we can stall out. Turn 3, turn 4 if we draw another land. If we turn 3 this, we can turn 4 the Crackling Drake with, like, no support for Crackling Drake. So, I mean, at least we have somewhat of a curve. We got Gateway Plaza on 2. We'll have to tap one of our lands for that. So, I guess I'll keep. Would love to find like sure strikes, things like that, so that we can fire those off. Cyclops will be decent. So I'm just gonna play an island, and then we'll play the Gateway Plaza next turn. Ooh, Dimir Spybug. That's gonna be great with this Gateway Plaza. So we'll pay for that. Okay. Recast instant sorcery. Target creature an opponent controls can't block this turn. Okay. So, do we let him cast an instant or sorcery, or do we get ready with our Drake? So, what does next turn look like? Next turn looks like we go Crackling Drake, so Piston Cyclops or Dimir Spybug this turn. We don't really have any way to make the Dimir Spybug do other things. So, I think I just want to throw the Piston Fist Cyclops down. I said Colossus, didn't I? Yeah, Cyclops. Murmuring Mystic. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, so if we play Island, we can play... Alright, so if we play Island, we can play... Crackling Drake. If we play anything, we can play Frantic Cyclops. Is there a way where we get this Is It Locket down? So if we play the Is It Locket, we've got 1 additional mana. We could play the Swamp. Alright, so I'm just going to play the Dimir Spybug here. So I think that's like the most usage we can get. He is reading our Dimir Spybug right now, so that's a thing. But if he does start casting instants and sorceries, our opponent is definitely going to start tearing us apart with this Murmuring Mystic. So that is a thing to worry about. Alright, we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm guessing we just Crackling Drake this turn. We do need some instants and sorceries. Unexplained Disappearance. And then that'll make the... He just made that not make the block. Okay, well, okay. So I guess he wants us to block here with our Spybug, which I don't think I'll do. Yeah, definitely don't think I'll be doing that. Alright, there's another Gateway Plaza. So we can play the Gateway Plaza, which will help us get into Niv Mizzet. Niv Mizzet will help us keep shooting down the Murmuring Mystic tokens. So I think I want to play this. We'll tap the black land, play our Crackling Drake for another flyer. And we do get to draw a card. Our first instant. Alright. So I'm going to go no attacks. I could have attacked because of the menace, but I'm just going to hold back. Now next turn we're looking at, let's go red, 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 blue, blue, blue. We can play Niv Mizzet. Okay. Beacon Bolt. That hurt. That hurt, opponent. And this cannot block this turn. So we're taking some damage. Alright, so Dimir Guildgate would enter tapped. What does this do? Beacon Bolt deals damage to target creature equal to the number of instants and sorceries you own. Okay, so... Alright, well... That would only be doing 2 damage. Oh no, we're... Okay, so we play the island, play the Niv Mizzet, and pass. We'll go no attacks. Wasn't that art cool? What's up, Poop? How you doing, buddy? Hey, Jareth. Welcome, welcome. Looks like everybody's kind of rolling in now. Erratic, not frantic. Am I saying frantic? My bad. Let's start shooting some birds. I assume that he's trying to get this up to 5, where he can kill our Niv Mizzet. We can block here. Another Sure Strike. Okay. Alright, well, now we're starting to get somewhere, even though it did take almost forever. Sure Strike draws this card, burns something. I definitely think we just need to like close this game out like ASAP. So let's go to combat. Attack. All out attack. 2 attackers. Sure Strike here. We'll draw a card. Deal some damage. So we're looking at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is a pretty big hit. I'm going to start going to the face. And if we sure strike again here, this will be even more damage. Let's go ahead and do that too. Darkblade Agent seems good. We've already played our land for the turn, so we'll just play the Darkblade Agent and pass. So next turn we're looking at direct current burn. So we got red, 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 red. So we can... Uh-oh, what is this? Alright, so... Bye, Niv! Thanks for playing. Thanks for hanging out, Niv. It's fun, man. You got us there, though. You got us there, Niv. Our opponent is tapped out now. What was this card? 6 damage to any target. That seems good. I'm just going to go ahead. We'll burn him. Burn him. Oh, I don't need that island. What do you guys think? Alright. Hey, there we go. Jeez. Wow, that was scary, wasn't it? Jeez, that was scary. I had to do math and everything. Man. Jeez. I thought we were about to lose, and then, like, Niv Mizzet just said no. So, yeah, that worked. That worked. That worked. Woo. Ah, the burn. Hey, look, we got a blue-black walk the plank deck. Walk the plank. Manipulate your battlefield to your advantage with these crafty spells. At the end of the stream, we'll be looking at this, and we've got some quests and stuff like that to do. So we'll have some fun with that here in a little bit. All right. Well, we've got one win in. Let's go ahead and jump into another. That's what Niv does. Yeah, I've heard that that Niv Mizzet is pretty good. I'm looking forward to playing with some Niv. He didn't see that coming. No, I'm thinking he thought he was dead, or he thought he was going to win that there wasn't much way that we could win. I assumed that if we ever started turning the corner, that he would just start leaving Murmuring Mystic tokens back, and we would pretty much never get in for another good hit again. So, I'm kind of happy with how that turned out. I'm not happy with how this hand looks. There's no castables in our hand. We would need something else to be able to play with this hand, so I'm actually going to mulligan that. Oh, at least we can cast stuff. Rampaging Monument. This could be great. I'm going to leave that on top. We've got 4 lands. Start doing stuff. And just start casting multicolored spells after we get our Rampaging Monument down. So that means this Izzet Locket's going to be our 3-drop. Our 4-drop will be the Monument, and we can go from there. It is a very slow start, but hopefully everything will work out for us. And then we'll just turn to our Gateway Plaza for additional mana fixing, and we can go from there. I mean, it's kind of nice to have these Gateway Plazas. They are great mana fixing, so... Oh, you played Two-Headed Giant with... Niv destroyed you at pre-release, Two-Headed Giant. I'm under the impression that's what Niv does. He just destroys people. I mean, we just seen him do the exact amount of damage we needed to be able to get through. So, yeah, seems very good. All right, so if we do play the Locket this turn, we'll actually be able to play the Rampaging Monument. And no, we won't. Let's go ahead and get some red down. We'll play our Locket. I still think the Locket's the right play here. And then we can get the Gateway Plaza in later. What does this do? When it enters the battlefield, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card or an enchantment card from among them. Put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Alright, seems good. The opponent got... When this enters the battlefield, you may have it fight target creature you don't control. Okay, so that's 6 mana. We will need to get some multicolored spells down before we can... Like, I don't want to just play my Rampaging Monument and then just have it destroyed. Because that doesn't seem great, does it? This is 6 mana, though. So we might have time to get ahead of it. We don't have Surveil available. Let's go ahead and get some mana fixing down. We'll play Rampaging Monument. And we need to cast 2 multicolored spells very soon. So drawing a multicolored spell off the top would be terrific. Or having our opponent getting a little stuck on mana wouldn't be too bad either. That's not getting stuck on mana, opponent. It's not what we were asking for. So Darkblade Agent. Darkblade Agent at least means when he plays this, it will, like, they will fight. So we can play Darkblade Agent here. We can also go ahead, pay 1 to pay for our Gateway Plaza. I don't think we attack. Yeah, we're going to say no attacks. Lots of land here. We could cast a Niv, though, if we top-decked a Niv. He did hit the mana, so I assume that he's going to kill our Rampaging Monument. We knew that was a risk. And it is fight, so they will fight each other. He may choose to just destroy our Darkblade Agent. Now we're looking at taking 4. We can stop that with... I mean, we can stop that damage in the future. Do need more red sources. Okay, so sacrificing the monument is starting to look really, really good. Because we could still cast a Niv if we top-decked it. We have another island. But yeah, sorry, not sacrificing the monument, the locket to draw 2 cards is starting to look really good. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll say no attacks because we want to be able to hold this additional 2 points of damage back. Crackling Drake, again, we're just not spell heavy at all, which is horrible. Now we're just taking this damage. We're definitely going to need something to happen to make this... Oh my goodness. Okay. So that happened. This card is really good, guys. I expect this to get some standard play. The lands! Oh, come on. Come on, deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't do both. This stops a little bit more damage. We'll say no attackers. Just imagine facing down 2 Guy Ferrises. Guy Ferris? You talking about like the guy from the cooking shows? It was a constant food reference all tournament. Oh my goodness. I can get rid of an island here. We're so flooded. Our opponent's got a really good what is this? Abzan Blue? I don't think we really had a lot of choices there. I think we pretty much just had to stop damage, go ahead and get rid of that 3 damage guy. The opponent's got lockets, so he's going to be able to do things with the locket. We'll see. Notion Rain. That could help. That could definitely help. So let's go ahead and surveil 2, draw some cards, take 2 life though, which is a little bit brutal. I'm going to put that in the graveyard. The defender does block here, and we can cast it. I think we keep the defender. House Guild Mage, allowing us to surveil some more. So we can use the blue, red, blue, and then we'll just play the House Guild Mage as well. Unfortunately, we don't get to attack this turn as much as I want to. It looks like we're going to be trading the Piston Fist Cyclops out for one of these guys. And then we've definitely got to find a way to stabilize here. What? Enters the battlefield, target creature gains vigilance +X until end of turn, where X is the number of creature cards in your graveyard. Oh my goodness. How many creature cards has he got? So, Cyclops blocks here. This trades here. And we say those 2 blockers. Alright, so we trade. Dark Blade Agent. Well, Dark Blade Agent's not horrible. Go ahead and play out our Crackling Drake, which luckily can block the little flyer. Okay, sure. Hey, Lizov. Man, that art was cool. I wish I hadn't clicked something. Lizov could be fairly decent. We'll go to combat, no attacks, and end. Now, next turn we'll start like maintaining something, like maintaining a tap on something, and hopefully eventually start pushing back here. Okay, he gets to go get a basic land. You got it, buddy. He is going to start drawing cards with his locket, which is probably what he's about to do right now. I kind of expect that he's going to crack his locket here. Or on my turn or something, so. Yes, the animations are great. They put a lot of work into them, so I do like those. They're great. Alright, comes the attacks. So, if we go to blocks, block the 6/4, Darkblade Agent. So whichever one of these we let die, we can always turn Lazav into it. So we'll let him pick which one he wants to let die. A Trotta would have been nice, wouldn't it? Oh, man. Okay, so we got to keep our Darkblade Agent. At the beginning of upkeep, exile a creature card from your graveyard. Okay. We'll resolve. My turn. We get another Locket. That's not horrible. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we make him a House Guild Mage, we can pay the other 2 to keep something tapped down, but we would tap down the Lazav, which may not be horrible. I think we go no attacks, and we do need to just kind of keep going here. Now, the thing about him is he's only going to have so many creature cards in his graveyard. I mean, he's got plenty though. So we do need to do something. Oh no! All right. Well, we're going to take some damage. It looks like we're turning Lazav into something and then surveilling. So we're going to be taking some damage. We're going to be trading our Darkblade Agent for the biggest creature that we can. He gets his disinformation campaign back, which he will play. Okay, so I think we want to kill the Golgari or the Troll. Alright, so Lazav. Yes, we want to use his ability. We're going to pay 2. We're going to become a House Mage. We will move to blocks. Block. Block the Worm. How much mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It'll cost me 3 to surveil. Do we just take the 1? I hate it, but I think that's what we've got to do. So we'll surveil 2 here. Graveyard done. Damage. Go to 1. It's getting awful fishy, guys. It's not looking pretty, that's for sure. My turn. We're at 1. We've got a Sure Strike. How do we do this? Okay, so Combat. Attack. No attacks. Pass. Yeah. This troll is going to be a huge, huge pain. So Crackling Drake's not going to do a ton here for us. We need 4 mana to be able to turn this into our 0/8. Although, don't we just die to this? Yeah, I think we do. I think we're just dead, but yeah. If you're at 1, you're at 20. Well, it's only that one, it's only that point right there that matters. So, disinformation campaign. Camaraderie. Seems good. Seems real good. Yeah, well, I mean... we're so dead. I'm just playing it out here, but definitely dead. Go to blocks. Yep. And that's gonna be the end of it for us. It was a good game though. Never hit the opponent, not once. Starting to think LSV lied. Yeah, I mean, if we could have taken a couple extra points of damage, we might have been alright, but I tried my best to maneuver through that game, so. Hey man, it's been a while since you've been at one of the streams. How have I been? Well, I'm good. I'm glad you're back there, Metzer. Welcome back. We're playing some sealed. Okay, well, we jump into another game. It depends on the deck. You're just being a little silly. Yeah, we're all being a little silly from time to time. The opponent had a good deck. I mean, he got to throw down quite a few 4/4s. I'm starting to think that, like, every spell in our deck that says anything about, you know, if you're casting instants or sorceries is just wrong, because, like, I don't know. But yet then you get hands like this where you have a Crackling Drake that you can't cast, but you've got Artful Takedown, Notion Rain, Sure Strike, things like that. I mean, it's a decent hand. I'm going to keep it. Sure Strike's going to be amazing. We may again have to use it for just, you know, that fast attack. So we can't cast Lazav here, so I'm just going to pay for my Gateway Plaza, and then next turn we can Notion Rain for some more land. Okay, there's a rock. Thought Erasure. That's not a bad spell either. Kind of like Thought Erasure here. Just go ahead and take that next horrible thing that he's got coming. Okay, so he can kill our Lazav. Oh, Truefire Captain could be a pain. Capture Sphere enters the battlefield. Tap target creature. Doesn't untap during the controller's next untap step. That I can deal with that a little bit more. Double strike as long as you control a gate. He's probably going to end up with a gate. I don't like his Truefire Captain. Just being able to deal a ton of damage to us seems bad. Our only real creature is going to deal like at least 4 damage to us. But I think we can beat that in combat. or we can just Artful Takedown it. I think I have to take his Artful Takedown, just because it's like true kill. Yeah, I'm going to take the Artful Takedown. And Darkblade Agent? Yeah, that seems okay. We are looking for another creature, so I mean, if he like taps down a Darkblade Agent, that's probably going to be okay. 3 mana, we can cast it. So we'll play our Darkblade Agent and pass. And he may just capture Sphere it. And if he does, then that's kind of okay. What does he have that's an instant? Oh, Flash Capture Sphere. Gotcha. You want to use that mana? Capture Sphere this now? He does! Okay, so we got rid of the Capture Sphere. Darkblade Agent was a good enough threat. Not bad. So we'll play our land. I think I like Notion Rain here. Cyclops is a really good blocker. I don't actually like the card though. But Cyclops will also be great when we... I think I just want both of these. We want the land, we want Cyclops. So yeah, I'm just going to hit done and take them both. Because Cyclops will work really, really well with cards like Sure Strike. Because that's +5 in first strike, +5 in first strike, so that's 10. Yeah, that could be good. That could be really good. Wreck Current could be decent as well. I think this turn, though, we're just going to tap down the double strike guy and then kill the True Fire Captain. So... or do we want to wait a turn? We could get our erratic... No, I'm going to stop damage here. Yeah, I want to stop some damage. So we're going to go both. So we're going to tap target creature. We're going to tap this dude, -4 to this guy. And this way we kill it without actually dealing damage. He may have a way to protect it. Okay. Does not look like he does. So there we go. We'll see what his last card is. 6 damage to us. Oh my goodness. That's brutal. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, get down the erratic Cyclops. We have 3 instants and sorceries in the grave. Oh, he had a gate? I didn't realize he had a gate. Okay, so I should have played the Crackling Drake. That's 100% my bad. Should have played the Crackling Drake. Up, up, down, down, left, right, A, B, start. Or B, A, start. I thought it was A, B, start. Alright, well, let's jump into the last one here. Yeah, that I want to say I had a t-shirt or something that used to have that on it, so good night, Rush. Alright, I'm gonna keep this hand because we can get we can get the spy bug out, and then start surveilling, thought erasure, stuff like that. So I think we're gonna go that route. Really? Alright. I probably should have just done that last turn then, so that I could play the spy bug this turn. So next turn I can play spy bug and thought erasure, which will get me 2 counters on my rampaging monument. Pitiless Gorgon. Max velocity. Alright. Actually, I can't play both. So we'll just play the spy bug. And we'll kill the Gorgon. Killing the Gorgon seems good. The Gorgon's not bad. Pitiless Gorgon. Just 2/2 in depth touch seem alright. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. So let's Notion Rain. Locket and a Darkblade Agent of our own. Do we want both of those? Can't play the Locket this turn. We do need a little bit more mana. Darkblade Agent, more colorless spells, but we really don't have the mana. We don't have the black to be able to play multiple colorless spells per turn. I've got a little bit of Surveil left, so if we could get the Darkblade Agent out, we could Surveil. I kind of don't want either of these. That's what we're looking for. Too bad this is a sorcery. I'm gonna go just attack with our Dimir Spy Bug, and then we'll pass. So if he just holds this back to keep us from attacking, we will have our next Sure Strike available to be able to get through this Death Touch. Okay. So next turn we'll Thought Erasure and take the best card he has left. Probably anything that gives him more card advantage. Like that's exactly like what we don't want to happen in this board. Anything with Surveil, we want to remove that. He is tapped and he has not surveilled this turn, so he's definitely debating on whether or not he can block or swing with his 3/3 flyer. If he does swing with it, then we're looking at swinging for 6, which means the frog. Okay, so he left it up. Alright, so we'll play the land. Let's go ahead, play Thought Erasure here. And we'll Surveil. Pass Wall Adept. Okay, so we'll take his Pass Wall Adept. And then we'll Surveil 1. I don't want to swamp. We do have 2 black sources now. And then we can play the House Guild Mage. He scoops! He scoops! Sweet! That looked pretty good, so you must pay the cost to cast non-land card this way. If it has an alternate cost, you may cast it for that cost instead. I have no clue what you guys are talking about. Muldrotha just messes with your head. You already wanted a 5-color beat stick reanimation. Well, I mean, you're just going to be able to bring one card back from the graveyard. Like it says, you may cast from the graveyard. So you're talking rules with Muldrotha and Joda. So if it says that you may pay whatever rather than a converted mana cost, you still have to pay, like you can pay that, but you still have to pay additional cost. The one that I like to bring to everybody's attention is Tormenting Voice, because most people have seen that spell, right? You know, you play I pay 2 mana and discard a card to draw 2 cards. Pretty simple, straightforward spell. So if you had something that said you may cast spells from your hand without paying their converted mana cost, like what? 10 mana enchantment that allows you to cast things without paying their converted mana cost. If you if you have something like that, you don't have to pay the converted mana cost, but like he said, you do have to pay additional cost, like discard a card. Lazav could come down, would be okay. Sure Strike would be all right, but this hand looks kind of horrible. I'm gonna mulligan. That does not look better. And we're on the play. Ouch. I'm not mulligan to 5. Put that on the bottom. And this may be our last game here, and then we'll move on to questing, getting those decks, things like that. Alright, well, good game, opponent. Good game. Should have kept the 2-lander that had, like, no red. Oh! That's some good stuff. This should say draw a card on it. Hi, Niv. You're not coming out to play this game. I'm sorry, buddy. I know, you really wanted to come out and play, but it's just not going to happen, Niv. I appreciate you showing up, though. It was a lot of fun. That one time when you did things and stuff happened, it was a lot of fun, Niv. I appreciate you showing up for it. So let's show our opponent that we have Niv. That's right, we had a Niv. The opponent has already given us the GGs. Now we're going to just, like, draw non-stop lands, and it's going to be like, but I'm Niv Mizzet, and I was here to play. But that's okay. We've got a Lazav in our deck. We could always play the Lazav and turn Lazav into Niv Mizzet. That's not going to help. We are going to let our opponent kill us, though. Like, I could just go ahead and scoop it up. Yeah, GG, opponent. GG. I assume the opponent's got ways to deal with this. Ample ways to deal with this. This is why you don't keep one hand. You're right. Oh, look at this March of the Multitude. And that was our sealed event. 2 and 3. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Well, we'll claim our prizes. We've got 3 packs we get to open. We got 600 gems. So, no way in the world was this a loss. We've opened 9 packs altogether. Added quite a bit to the collection. Got a Niv Mizzet. You know, pulled some wild cards. Let's see what we get in our rares. We got a March of the Multitudes. Not bad, not bad. Alright, what else we got here? Goblin Crater Maker. I actually like this card, guys. Like, I really do like, you know, the Goblin Crater Maker. Seems like a great card. I love cards with options. You just pay 1, you can sacrifice Crater Maker. That's not a tap ability, so you can do that on any, you know, at any time, whether he has Summoning Sickness or not. But you can have it deal 2 damage to target creature or destroy, you know, target colorless non-land permanent. Which, for the most part, that's probably going to just be, you know, something along the lines of, like an artifact, right? Mnemonic Betrayal. I don't really like this card, but you know, it's all right. We did get a Disdainful Stroke there, which is a nice little comment pool. More lockets, wild cards. Those are always great. Worldless Colossus. World Soul Colossus, I guess I should read. A Trotta to go with the Lazav we just pulled. You know that's going to be in a deck. You know that's going to be in a deck. So hitting a Trotta, the Silencer, seems great. So great pulls. Again, Eric, thank you very much for giving us a code and sponsoring our stream tonight. We do have this blue-black deck that we're going to play some games with here. We need to cast 40, well, we actually only need to cast 11 more blue and black spells because you know, we were completing this with our games, and then we need to cast some more red and white spells. So I'm going to go ahead and jump on that, and to do that, we've got a couple options here. Now, yesterday, if you guys were hanging out, you'll know that, you know, for the ladder play yesterday, we only had the option of play. Now, when you pick, you know, just playing in the ladder, those are one game matches. You do not have a sideboard or anything like that. What they're calling competitive play is sideboarded games. So you will need a sideboard to do the competitive play for any of you that are wanting to, you know, to jump on Arena and start playing. For competitive play, they are sideboarded games, so you can be practicing, you know, your Game 1, Game 2, and Game 3 matchups. So that is there. There is competitive draft here in Guilds of Ravnica. Now, one of the things I thought was a little bit funny, and I wanted to kind of talk to you guys about really quick, was M19 drafts. Even though, you know, because M19's old, you can get into those drafts for a measly little, you know, 750 gems or 5,000 gold. However, if you want to get into the new draft, the competitive draft here, the only way to buy into those is 1,500 gems. So that kind of makes me think that now that these are out, they may actually remove the ones that you can buy in with gold. I'm really hoping Wizards doesn't do that. I'm going to check the deck before we do some gameplay. I'm hoping Wizards doesn't do that. I feel that there needs to be at least some way to grind gold into gems in the format, and as of right now, there's no output for gems that you can buy into with gold, other than the M19 drafts. M19 draft, you buy in with gold and you can win gems. However, you can't do that with anything else. Sealed, if you do want to play those are gems only. So that's a thing. Tomorrow night we are going to be doing a draft. We're going to be doing a competitive Guilds of Ravnica draft, which is what I've been saving my gems for. So we are going to be doing that. And then at some other point I'm going to do like a M19 draft, just a grind draft, trying to get some more gems, which is the whole point of doing the competitive play leagues or constructed events. Constructed events will give you quite a bit of gold for cashing out. Like, so if you can do 7 wins with no more than 3 draws or 3 losses, or no more than 2 losses, as soon as you hit your 3rd loss, you're out. But you can actually, you know, turn 500 gold into 1,000. I've done that quite a few times, and that's kind of how I've been racking up my gold. So yeah, we're going to be doing that. So we do have a lot of content coming up in the next couple days. It's going to be a lot of fun. So let's go look at our blue-black deck, and we're just going to be playing. Should we play a constructed event with it? No, we just need to complete quest, right? So let's go look at the new Walk the Plank deck. So we'll just hit edit deck here. And let's take a look at the deck. Alright, so we've got 3 Siren Storm Tamers, which I've already picked up. Grasping Scoundrels. Grasping Scoundrels, not bad. So this is kind of an aggressive little deck. Chart, of course, not bad. Draw 2 cards and discard a card, you know, unless you attacked, and then we could probably be attacking with cards like, you know, Siren Storm Tamer, Grasping Scoundrel, stuff like that. Departed Deckhand becomes target of a spell. You got to sacrifice it, kind of like an illusion. It is a spirit. It can't be blocked except for by spirits, which is pretty cool, making me wish there were some Curious Obsessions in the deck. And then, of course, you got Kitesail Corsair, which has flying as long as it's attacking. So the deck seems very, very evasive. These are all seems to be pirates, which walk the plank, matey. You know, that seems like that's kind of the game plan here, which works really, really well with cards like Direfleet Poisoner. And I also want to like say something about Direfleet Poisoner, guys. Like, please don't forget that Direfleet Poisoner is in the format. Direfleet Poisoner is going to kill a bunch of your big dudes, okay? Like, oh my goodness, shiver me timbers, yeah, right? Oh my god. I hope Ryan from Behind Eyes Gaming sees this. That man loves pirates so much, it's silly. Anyway, I need to tell him my Buccaneers joke. Anyway, Direfleet Poisoner. Direfleet Poisoner is just a great card. There's only one in this deck, but you can use it as an Ambush Viper to kill some really big stuff. Kitesail Freebooter, another just, you know, terrific card. You know, being able to rip stuff out of their hand. I was going to say, I didn't realize this was a pirate. It is not a pirate. It's a human wizard. Exclusion Mage. You guys have seen me run that in my mono blue deck. Also a really good card. I really do like the Exclusion Mage. Now, it is no Reflector Mage. This is probably like legal, not going to get banned Reflector Mage. It's not exactly Mana War, is it? Mana War will return any permanent, right? Any non-land permanent or something like that. Anyway, Fathom Fleet Border enters the battlefield. You lose 2 life unless you control another pirate. 3/3 for 3. I don't think I like that. Murder, just great card. Now we've got 3 copies of it because I picked up the deck. Rune Raider, another really good card. I enjoyed this back when we used to play Mono Black. I had a couple copies of Rune Raider in my Mono Black, and it's really good. So, remember when Wizards had huge CMCs? Right? Now Wizards are all like 3 is like the max you're going to play. Yeah. When did Wizards have huge CMCs? Or when did they stop? Snapcaster Mage? I don't know. I think the good Wizards never really had huge CMCs. I mean, you got like Niv Mizzet or something like that, Dragon Wizard. Nothing will ever beat Reflector Mage, right? I didn't think it would. I'm just saying that this is a non-bannable version of Reflector Mage. So, Direfleet Phantom is amazing. Yeah, well, this is not Direfleet Poisoner. Okay, that's what you were talking about. Direfleet Poisoner. Yeah, I don't like the border that much. I mean, I like the Orc Pirate idea. I also like the idea that we're starting to see orcs, right? We're starting to see more D&D kind of come to the game. I mean, it was just with 5th edition that, you know, orcs weren't just naturally evil and things like that. So that's all great. So you hate when they put tribal synergies in these pre-con decks, and then half the deck be creatures that don't have anything even close to the tribal synergies. Yeah, I agree. Like, I mean, if you're going to give us this, you know, tribal deck, then stick to the tribe, right? But for the most part, everything looks like it's a pirate. This is by far my favorite orc pirate. The Rune Raider, just being able to draw some cards is great. I think this card is absolutely phenomenal in low converted mana cost decks. So yeah, I like Rune Raider here. I'm glad they gave us a copy. Deadeye Rig Hauler. Okay. When Deadeye Rig Holler enters the battlefield, if you attack with a creature this turn, you may return target creature to its owner's hand. Man, this would have been epic with Flash, right? Like, so you could declare attack before blockers flash that in. That would have been awesome. And then, of course, you know, Dreamcaller Siren. This, there's a lot of you guys out there that have won games off of this card, right? This deck is trash. You love the Exclusion Mage? I do too. I like the Exclusion Mage. Exclusion Mage has been terrific in my Mono Blue Wizards deck. So you've already gotten this deck, right? I'm going to call you Sticks. How's that? My Sticks. But how many of you guys have just won games off of Dreamcaller Siren, right? Like, when it enters the battlefield, if you control another pirate, tap up to 2 non-land permanents. Tap that, tap this, get in there, right? I mean, it's not the one that just says tap all creatures your opponent controls. I think that's a merfolk, but still. You have Embrawl. Cool. Siren Reaver. I've got to read this spell. I don't even know what this does. This is a real spell. Costs 1 to less cast if you... Cool. I did not even know this spell exists. I really didn't. That's how good it is. Been around for months now, and I had no clue it was in the format. Ravenous Chupacabra. I mean, I feel like trolling you guys about this card. Like, this sucks. No one would play Ravenous Chupacabra. It's one of the best cards. It's one of the best cards they printed in Rivals at this rarity. I mean, for an uncommon Ravenous Chupacabra, just giving you that kill on a stick. If it was able to kill your own creatures, it would just be broken. There would be some crazy stuff that you could do with it and stuff like that. But yeah. Super Fast Tortoise. Play a Simic Dino deck. Oh, you played a Simic Dino deck. Seems good. Chupacabro. He's like, I'll put that in there. And then, of course, Hostage Taker. I'm glad they gave us a copy of Hostage Taker. That's going to go in my my Sultai deck. Actually, there's a few cards here that'll end up in my Sultai deck, so I'm kind of happy about that. I'm happy that I got a couple Chupacabras. I got a a Hostage Taker. I mean, the deck's even got some Riddlemaster Finks and Demon Lord Belzenlock, which, you know, we seen him on the cover. We kind of figured there would be a Demon Lord Belzenlock, but you know, whatever. When Riddlemaster Finks enters the battlefield, you may return target creature an opponent controls to its owner's hand. So, I mean, it's flying 5/5 Exclusion Mage. Seems like a thing, right? Demon Lord Belzenlock. He digs through the deck. If the card's converted mana cost is 4 or greater, repeat the process. Okay, so... I mean, you're exiling those cards. Those cards don't go anywhere but exile. Like, the ones you don't hit are exiled forever. There's not a ton of 4-drops in this deck. I don't think Demon Lord Belzenlock is going to be just, like, amazing. It will go get us one of our other big cards, but there's just not a ton. They do give us 4 Submerged Boneyards, which is okay. They'll hold the place of Drowned Catacombs and Watery Graves until we can get those. Rowdy Crew. Okay. Alright. Rowdy Crew is okay. I don't really like Rowdy Crew, but, you know, I mean, if you flip the right things over, it could be alright. Drowned Catacomb, so far from what I can see, each of these new decks that they're giving us daily are coming with at least 1 rare land, so it's going to help us get those rare lands. And we can see here today that, you know, we got some other really good cards that are useful. Ravenous Chupacabras, Hostage Takers. I don't really know if I would consider Demon Lord Belzenlock or Riddlemaster Sphinx, you know, that great. You always want to have some murders in your collections, things like that. Kitesail Freebooter is terrific. Having a couple Charter Course around is going to go good in my Is It deck, things like that. Siren Storm Tamer, I already had 4 Siren Storm Tamers, so that really didn't do a whole lot for me. But other than that, you know, we've got a decent little deck here. Let's go cast some blue and black spells, and we need to cast 11 blue and black spells. So let's go do it. I do highly recommend that you play these crappy event decks that they give you guys. Super Fast Tortoise, I stream nightly, Sunday through Thursday, and then Friday and Saturday, like most of you guys are going to like F&M and things on Friday. I try not to stream on Friday. I am looking for a shop where I can actually go to an F&M. But I don't stream on Friday most of the time, and if I do, it's just because like I felt like, hey, I wanted to play some Magic with you guys, just wanted to hang out with you guys or something. So I do from time to time stream on Fridays, and from time to time on Saturday. But we do Subscriber Sunday on Sundays, and then every night during the week, Monday through Thursday, I'll be streaming. So if you want to catch me here on YouTube, you can. Daytime streams are normally just Twitch. I don't do a lot here on YouTube during the day. So if you guys want to catch me over on Twitch, make sure you follow me there so you know when I'm going live. I mean, might as well, right? And then we'll just pass the turn. So yeah, I mean that's my stream time. So, our opponent is doing stuff. He wasn't able to do anything that turn. I mean, we could get this down. It's a 3/3, but I can also just Exclusion Mage that Llanowar Elf and set him off a little bit more on tempo. But depending on what else he has, we could just bounce that too. Nullhide Fox would be bad, 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 bad. It's gonna go Rune Raider. Yep, just Rune Raider, draw some more cards. I'm probably gonna hit like Demon Lord Bells Unlocked, take 6 damage. Oh wow, we were 1 away from just taking 6. That doesn't seem great, does it? Alright, so our opponent missed a land drop, which 100% means that I am bouncing this Llanowar Elf, which at this point, that's probably going to be backbreaking for the opponent. So we're just going to just keep getting in there. Now I could add another Siren Storm Tamer to the board, but I think just holding up a way to protect our Rune Raider or something like that is going to work just fine. So he hit some land. We know that he couldn't cast anything with 4 mana last turn because he did have 4 mana available. And I am assuming he drew the land. Did we freeze? We froze. Alright, so as soon as your game freezes, you got to close it out, ladies and gentlemen. You've got to close it out because all of a sudden the game's going to start passing. Alright, so we're going to close MTG Arena. Open it back up so we can get back into our game as quickly as possible. The Jolly Roger animation. The single match constructed is dominated by mono green, and the best of 3 is dominated by control. I've only played a few of the best of 3 matches. Bad MTG Arena, bad. Well, I don't know if I can 100% blame it on MTG Arena. Our stream's still staying strong right now, so I don't 100% know if it's Arena or my internet. But the stream's staying strong, so I kind of think that it may be Arena, but you know, that's the thing. Is Nullhide Fox the most green creature ever printed? What? As far as like, I don't know. I mean, I think Carnage Tyrant. I think Carnage Tyrant is like the most green creature printed, right? Bad Nightbot. I know, I need to turn that off. Like, I need to go to Nightbot and just be like, here. But that's for my Twitch chat. Nightbot's in both, so yeah. He's ambiguous. Whoa! That scared me. Alright, so we're going to let him resolve a Gigantosaur. I wanted to pass anyway. Looks like we drew... I don't know. I don't know what we drew. Just throw another 3/3 down. Hey, departed deckhand. That's something that can't be blocked. I mean, I'm pretty sure we just have this game. I do want to just cast more spells, though. So if the opponent doesn't just scoop here, then I need to cast spells. Okay. So I'll get rid of the expensive stuff. Yeah, we can play 2 spells this way. Pretty sure this is a GG. In fact, let's break magic. Let's make 5 mythics, all of whom do literally everything their colored pie specializes in. You know, at one point I would have been able to say, well, okay, so then blue has to draw cards, but hell, in recent history, green has been drawing cards great. I mean, like, there's some greens doing damage, greens like got good kill spells with like prey upon, things like that. So yeah, we're gonna play one more game with it, and then we're gonna jump over to red-white. We'll play just this crappy little red-white questing deck I put together, and I highly recommend that you guys build your questing decks. So, like, if you don't hit a particular deck from the free event decks and things like that, we can kite sail on too, and then start attacking with it to draw more cards with Charter Cores. We'll see what happens. I just need to cast like 2 spells anyway. Mono green Morrowind Storm. It draws better. Yeah. Draws better than the mono blue decks you go against. I can see that. I mean, mono blues, like, they're really careful at how much. So if we take the cast down, yeah, I'm gonna take the cast down. So we've got Doom Dissenter, Gravedigger, Forest, Death Baron, and Mausoleum Secrets. Let's draw 2 cards. Now we've got Grasping Scoundrel, Kitesail Corsair. Alright, so he can play as Death Baron. I want to say pretty much anything he plays here, I want to just Exclusion Mage bounce it. Just for the tempo play of it. But I really... Oh, man! Okay, get your cast down back. That does allow me to get a little bit more action going here. This will actually work pretty well for us because we get to put a scoundrel down, and then we get to play this silly thing right here, which we have a pirate, so we didn't take damage from it. So that worked out all right, and this will work really well with the Exclusion Mage. Being able to bounce like the Death Baron or something like that will be good. So he's only got murder in the graveyard, so like it wouldn't be really good for him to play Gravedigger right now. Mausoleum Secrets is instant speed, so he could go grab something. If he wants to use the cast down, he's probably going to try to do that on my turn. So we'll see. We could also just straight up attack. Yeah, he's going to leave up the cast down. So, and then if he doesn't do that, he can always secrets. Didn't leave it up, just went for it. Okay. Corsair can attack, and we can play double Corsair and start swinging for 4. Kind of like that. Or maybe even the Departed Deckhand. That seems fine. He's kind of unblockable anyway. I mean, what are we going to do with this? We're going to swing, right? Trade it for the zombie, and then next turn blink the zombie. Now he's got something that he can cast the Gravedigger. I mean, I don't really know if I want to get a Doom Dissenter back, but okay. I mean, we're still swinging for 4 in the air. Right. No blocks. Alright, well, now I want to get cheeky. Yep. Gonna try to get cheeky. We're gonna take a little bit of damage for this, but we're gonna see if we can. Ooh, another Death Baron. Zambies is doing its thing, huh? Taking a bunch of damage. Taking a bunch of damage. Just kill the zombie here altogether. We can swing 6. I don't think he swings with the Death Baron. Like, next turn looks like he's probably just going to play the Gravedigger to get back the other Death Baron. So, I'm willing to trade the Departed Deckhand here. I mean, it is a pirate. Maybe I should have kept one of the Kitesail Corsairs back instead. We'll see. I think we at least completed our quest, so that's the important part. Well, thank you for the chill MTG streamer. I mean, life is life just shouldn't be an anger fest all the time. I'm just gonna say that, right? You shouldn't have to just be angry all the time. Oh no! I mean, he would just replay the Death Baron anyway. Probably should have done it because it costs more mana to cast it than it does to cast some of his other stuff. So we do need to block a 3/3 next turn. So might be able to pull this off. Might. So we'll take him to 5. We block. We just block, and then we swing for 6 next turn that he can't block. Just really depends on what this last card is. Oh, he's going to get a 2-drop. Cast down it is. And we're dead to cast down. Vicious Offering. Dead to Vicious Offering. GG. Good game, opponent. Good game. The opponent played his hand really well. If he would have pulled a creature card out, the undergrowth of the Mausoleum Secrets would not have worked. So, GG, opponent. GG. I'm gonna kill that guy just because. Just because. All right. Did we get our quest done? Because that's the important part. And like I keep telling you guys, MTG Arena is one of those places where the more you win, the more likely you're going to get into the point where you only see these certain decks. Now, there's some good things to that. There are some bad things to that. But like, if you get to the point where you're gold or whatever, diamond I think comes after gold. I always lose enough to keep myself around the silver range. I like playing the event decks when they come out. Do my quest with crappy little questing decks and things like that. You'll lose enough there to keep yourself against like normal opponents. And some of you guys can say that's good, bad, indifferent, whatever. But as far as Arena goes, I think Arena is more of a video game than it is Magic the Gathering. And I think it should be taken with that approach, where these are the things you want to do. Like, if you were playing World of Warcraft, you're going to do certain things. And if that means, like, getting your rating down lower so that you can win more matches in an Arena rating because you're not actually going for, like, Grand Warlords that season, like, you would do that, right? Because you're like, I need gear. I can't go for Grand Warlords this season or whatever. So you would actually tank your rating so that you could go, 10 wins, get a piece of gear. Tank your rating, 10 wins, get a piece of gear. Tank your rating, get 10 wins, get a piece of gear, that sort of thing. So I think that I'm going to approach Arena with that mentality of, this is a video game, this is not Magic. And I'm going to treat it like that. I'm going to do my questing. I'm going to make sure that when it comes time for me to win games, that I'm in the best possible situation to be able to win those games. That sort of thing. So, you guys can take it how you want, but to me, this ain't Magic. Like, it's Arena. It's its own thing. And I get it. They're trying to make it more like Magic, but you guys just want me to flip that card, aren't you? You just want me to flip it? Bam. Lena, Selfless Champion. When she enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token for each non-token creature you control. You can sacrifice her. Creatures you control with power less than Lena's power gain indestructible until end of turn. So, you could not agree more. Well, that's how I'm going to approach Arena. So, like, some of you may be like, why are you allowing your rank to stay so low? But when I could just play the mono blue deck and keep getting my rank up, as long as you're playing above a 50% win-loss ratio, your rank will continue to go up. Somewhat, I think you lose more for a loss than you do for a gain. I don't know the very particulars on that. I will be trying to figure those out so that we can bring you guys, the best ways to exploit and things like that. Now, granted, we don't want to do anything that would exploit and allow us to just get a complete unfair advantage over people, but we do want to be able to maintain, like, a fun playing experience, and for that you need to be able to earn cards. You need to be able to do other things. So if there are some minor rules and things like that we can do, then I think that's something we should do, and we should treat it like it's a video game and not necessarily Magic the Gathering. And then, of course, in Magic the Gathering, you want your opponent dead, okay? You want them dead. Just dead. No losing, no maybe I'll lose or whatever. No, you play to win, right? And that's how I feel about Magic. And that's how I feel about Magic Online. But this is not Magic Online. You don't have access to absolutely anything and everything you want unless you want to go spend a ton of money in gems. So, and I'm not going to tell you guys to go spend a ton of money in gems until Wizards of the Coast gives me a link where if you spend a ton of money in gems, you get a discount, right? and then I get something out of it. I'm not going to tell you guys to go spend money on this. I'm going to show you how to get your collection without spending a ton of money. So, yeah. I think that this is going to be a terrific place to draft. From the way I've got everything laid out, it looks like I'm going to be able to earn about 1 draft a week, as long as they allow us to keep doing like the M19 core drafts. As long as we're doing M19 core drafts, I think we're going to be able to earn about a draft a week just doing quests and things like that, and it's going to be a good place to get some practice in. I don't have a lot of draft practice anyway, so yeah. Yeah, you spent like $70, you think, on gems? Jeez, yeah. I have not. I bought the $5 bundle back a long time ago when that come out. They gave that back to us. That's it. That's the money I've spent on this game, other than like some members of the audience. You guys are members of the community, whatever you people want to call yourselves. Fans of Eric, fans of SideboardMTG. I don't care what you call yourselves. But some of you guys have given some money to do some stuff on Arena, and we did that. I bought some gems. Rush gave some money. Barry Drake gave some money, things like that, and we did some stuff. So, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. I will say that if you guys do want to give donations and you want me to spend that money on stream, then don't give the donation directly in stream, because it'll be over a month before I ever get that money. If you guys do want me to spend some money on stream, just do something. You know, by all means, you guys will get your shout outs and stuff for it, but approach me first, because there's other ways we should do it. SideboardMTG@gmail.com. Email me there, send it there via PayPal, whatever. We'll do it that way, because I'm not prepared to own a paper collection and you know, and try to play Magic online and try to play MTG Arena. I think that's spreading your people way too thin. So yeah. Yeah. You need to see some more constructed stuff I come up with, and good show and tells. Well, it seems great, Black. You've got my email. Let me know how you feel, what you want. So, you know, just a quick you may drop $20 a month if you can afford it, but you're never going above that. See, I agree with that. Like, set yourself a limit, man. You could just dump so much money. There's a game called Clash of Clans, right? I don't want to talk about it. Okay. But I was plant manager at the time. Wasn't a big deal. If I could get back the money, we could have all the cards in Magic. If I could get back the money I put on Clash of Clans 3 or 4 years ago, yeah, we could have all the cards in Magic. Period. And I've said I'll never do that again to this type of game. And I'm 100%. I'm 100% on these games are meant for one thing, and that is to find more ways to take money from you. So I highly expect these M19 drafts where you can actually buy in with gold and come out with gems, I expect that to go away. I don't expect them to actually leave that around. I don't expect them to leave something in the system that would allow people to earn their way through it without paying money. So yeah. Yeah, it's a thing. Like that's just how Arena is going to work. I mean, it's going to be. I've said it many times in the past that Magic the Gathering is not a game you can play for 100% free or cheap. Again, I don't think Magic Arena is Magic the Gathering. I think you could get away with playing this game virtually for free. And when I say virtually for free, I mean not having to spend more than $20 a month or more than that. Most of us would spend, you know, $5-10 a month on something, you know, like that's not a huge deal. I mean, most of us spend more than that in coffee on a week, in any given week. So, you know, that's just kind of a thing. So, but yeah. Now we need to play red and white spells. We need to get 7 red and white spells in. So luckily for you guys, I've got a deck that is just full of like 1 and 2 drops and just a couple other cards that happens to be a red-white deck. Now, I've named this deck Red-White Questing. The deck, I don't want to pull it up for you guys because it's a questing deck. And when I talk about a questing deck, I think that those decks should just be based on whatever you currently have in your card pool. So about once every few weeks, you should delete those and remake them because your card pool is going to change, right? It's going to be really cheap cards, you know, stuff like Boros Guild Gates. This is fine, though, right? Look at the 2 drops. And then we'll just like play Mountain Runaway Steamkin just for giggles. Just for giggles. Sounds like we all have been victims of games like that in one form or another. It sounds that way. It does. It is seeming that most of us have played and have went, that's a thing. You know, like, man, how much money did I spend on that game this month? You know, that sort of thing. And that's definitely something. When you send super chats, you open world menus. Boopy, thank you very much. As you know, that money is straight up like that. That supports, you know, me, my family, that sort of thing. So, thank you all every time that you give super chats, things like that. It helps a lot, and I appreciate it. I really, really do. So if we make our, like, should we just be? I bet we can get in without him, with him not even blocking, right? Like, we just need to cast spells, right? We ain't scared. We ain't scared. Come on. You gonna block? Block it. He did block it. You know what? This means so much to me. I'm going to give his dude first strike. It doesn't give trample. It doesn't matter. So, well, I'm glad you guys like the content. I really do. One day I highly expect this this channel to be able to completely support my family. And at that point, my wife can quit work and we both stay at home with Lincoln. But for now, I'm a stay-at-home dad, and that's probably not going to change anytime soon. So, just Goblin Instigators, huh, opponent? I've got them too. And then we'll make one of our little Instigators like really big. Ooh, a hasty 3-1. My skirt. So we could deal with that, with the baffling in. Or we could just shock it. I think I'm just going to shock it. I mean, this little dude is just got +2/+2. There's like a Valdog and stuff like that in here. If you guys are wondering why these silly little enchantments and stuff like that are in this deck, there's like a Valdog and stuff. So. I ain't sacking my dude. I ain't doing it. We do need to just cast spells, though. No attacks. So we're probably just dead to the Demanding Dragon. But either way, it'll be a lot of like we'll get our stuff done. Ooh. Spark Tongue Dragon. enters the battlefield, you may pay 3. If it does, it deals 3 damage to any target. Wizards. You heard us on the dragons, man. You do realize that Glorybringer was just in the format, right, Wizards? Come on. It's bullcrap. Alright, so I'm going to cast this Sure Strike no matter what, because I just want to make sure that I've cast, you know, a number of spells here. So this should be enough spells to complete our last quest. You got me, opponent. You got me. GG. It's so insanely bad. Yeah, it is. But again, when you're just completing quests and things like that, like it's actually a benefit to lose a game or two, guys. I'm telling you. You get up to Gold Division, you're going to play against nothing but other gold players, and that's basically going to put you guys in your own little room, and it's like, you know, the good players are over there. Now, if you want to go hang out in that, you want to be competitive, you want to be like the super most awesome arena player ever, you do that, right? Ain't nobody going to tell you you shouldn't do, or like you can't do that. But if you just want to have a good experience, play all the decks. Don't worry about that rank. Like, until there's like something really good for you guys to do with that rank or whatever, until, you know, there's, hey, gold members only in these events, gold members get a free this every month, stuff like that, then there's no real reason to like push your individual rating through the roof. Now, if they would give us some type of reasoning for pushing our rating up, then at that point we could do that, right? But as of right now, I don't think that there's a true reason to push your rating up. And playing the event decks, playing your questing decks, where you're just casting stuff and stuff like that, that's going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to work for you. Now, we do need to win a game, right? So let's go ahead and grab a deck, and now we can just go win a game, okay? So this may or may not work. I lose to Galta a lot. Galta seems to be a problem. So mono green has been running pretty rampant here, but again, we've kept our rank pretty low, so we should be playing against other, you know, just people having fun. So this is the nut draw, boys. I'm just gonna say it. Like, this is a really good hand. The scariest thing our opponent could do is play mountain and pass. That would be scary as hell. But he's not gonna pass. He's gonna play mountain, and yeah. That is not a mountain. All right, you guys ready to have some fun? So we need to get this win out. I'm starting to have a doubt whether or not we can even possibly lose this game. I don't know if there's a mono green line that they could win. Yeah, sure. Yeah, dude. Have your 1/1. Have all the land you want, dude. As long as we can beat a Carnage Tyrant. We do have to race a Carnage Tyrant. If he does get to a Carnage Tyrant, we're going to be in some trouble. But other than that, yeah, we're not losing this game. Next turn we can play the Djinn safely. Seems good. Oh, it does not get worse. You out of your mind, dude. You're looking for the scoop button? It's in the top right-hand corner. He's reading Siren Storm Tamer. No, I couldn't have. No, I couldn't have. Because the Nullhide Fox will kill me. And tapping down to the point where I play Jin and can't... play Jin and can't counter a spell. That doesn't work. That doesn't work for me. Do the thing where we say it's your go. Right. Yep. Do the thing where we say good game. Maybe I should have said your go. I think it says it's your turn or something like that, but yeah. But yeah, like I said, we needed to go win a game, right? And we won a game. Now we get bonus cards every time we win a game. So... yeah, we could play like all night trying to get bonus cards. I guess we should play one more before we call it a night, right? Let's play one more. Besides, I need to tell somebody it's your go, right? Man, you have to rebuild that deck. I think this is one of the best Game 1 decks you can get right now. It's very fast, very aggressive. Doesn't take a ton of action to make it work. It's probably one of the worst hands we could have in the deck. We may not win this one. This is a scary little hand. Yeah, I mean, if he just comes out with a champ. Ooh. Right. Just gonna play my Dean. Nullhide Fox, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't have a Nullhide Fox. Nullhide Fox is like seriously good, guys. Go ahead and pass the turn. In his draw step, I'm gonna Merfolk Trickster. Tap. Tap. Resolve. Resolve. And we'll let him go to draw. Main. So we'll see what he's got for 4. Line of Worlds. Okay. Can we just race it? I mean, we can just set back on Wizard's Retort. Like, I could bounce this and then retort it. And again, we're doing that in his upkeep, so before he gets a chance. I think we have to allow that to resolve. We can race that though. Yep, you got a forest. And then we'll retort the Orclaw. Okay, so definitely need to keep tempo here. I don't even think we need Nabin anymore. Like, attacking his mana base seems okay. So, I'm going to start getting in with Nabin. Just to kill some creatures. Kind of figured that was going to happen. And then Tempest Djinn should be able to outrun Llanowar. He didn't even swing with Llanowar. Merfolk Trickster seems really good too. I think this is our only chance to be able to... Ooh, jeez. That's gonna be a thing. Good old Carney T. Yeah, now I'm wishing I would have played the Tempest Djinn last turn. This was the card that it actually beats this deck pretty well. Not a lot of that I can do about it. I can get a Tempest Djinn up big enough to get in front of it sometimes. So yeah, I was hoping he had anything other than Carney T. Oh, sweet. Well, yeah, at least I get to eat this Llanowar. Hopefully we'll draw a land here. Oh, I wasn't supposed to swing with a Merfolk Trickster. I was supposed to stay back as another blocker to pair with the Tempest Djinn to kill Carnage Tyrant. But we may actually be able to race this Carnage Tyrant. Just block the temp. Like, I made a mistake. Here you go. We were supposed to do that, right? Here we go. Mission briefing. I mean, that gives us a counterspell back. Or a blink. Might not be too bad. Vine Mayor! Llanowar, all the good stuff, opponent. All the good stuff. So, yeah, I don't think we survived this. That's game. Yeah, we definitely lost this one. All because I swung with the Merfolk Trickster. The Merfolk Trickster being able to hold back with something like this matters. I mean, he's still lethal on board. GG. Got me. because I swung with a Merfolk Trickster. We had, what, 5? So 5, 6, 7. We needed to find, like, what, 2 more damage? Yeah, so, whatever. Alright, guys. That was our stream for tonight. We'll be back tomorrow night to do a draft. Our first draft of... where are those at? We're going to be doing competitive draft. Alright, so select 1 card at a time from a rotating 15 card draft packs. The cards will be added to your collection, and you'll use them plus basic lands to build a 40 card deck. Play best of 3 and receive prizes based on how many matches you win. So it is going to be best of 3. So basically, if they're saying competitive, they mean best of 3. Right? That, I think that's kind of the shift Wizards is trying to do. You know, like, okay, so just playing or ladder play, those are all going to be, you know, one-on-one, just heads-up games. You know, game 1 wins. You're going to want a really strong game 1 deck for that. And then for best of 3, things get a little bit different. So yeah, you start getting to sideboard, you start getting to do other things. You have a little bit more of your opponent's game plan. So, you know, there's pros and cons to both. One, like, just the best of 1 games, I think your biggest pro is just knowing all of the different or all the different builds that are out there, and the likelihood of a particular card being in a build, which is just, you know, good Magic playing in general. You know, you study the meta, you learn the meta, you know what cards are going to be played and things like that. And then, of course, you know, in a best of 3, you can actually learn a lot about your opponent's deck in that game 1. Knowing all that knowledge is going to help as well, but knowing cards that your opponent may be bringing in against you is also going to be really good, because you might need to bring in, you know, next level sideboarding for them. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I look forward to doing some competitive games, and I can't wait to get some actual competitive decks built here on Arena. I do feel that Arena is a grind, so we're going to be working towards that slowly. And you know, as you guys you know, come check in and you know, and watch me play some Magic, you will. You'll get a chance to see me build my online Arena collection. We'll be playing with some stuff, and anytime I come up with a, you know, a pointer or a tip or some nice little way that you guys can do things, I'll let you guys know. I appreciate when you guys are helping the community out and y'all are doing things amongst yourselves. Don't forget about the Reddit. This coming weekend, we're still not going to have access to 100% of the cards. So this Sunday will still not be a subscriber Sunday. And we will start doing subscriber Sunday Reddit decks and things like that come not this weekend but next. Other than that, we're going to be playing a lot of Arena until the 7th. And as I can get cards and stuff, I'm going to start doing some Izzet deck testing. So I'm going to be playing a lot of Izzet decks when we get a Magic Online available. And so I know where to spend my Arena points, so, or my Arena wild cards and things like that. So should be a lot of fun. Thanks, guys, for stopping in and you know, and allowing me to enjoy my gameplay with you guys. So I appreciate that from all of you. That's all I've got. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys had fun. We'll see you next time here on Sideboard MTG.